Hello, Lady Tottington.
Oh, Wallace, do take a seat.
No, thank you. I'll stand.
Right. Well, thank you for coming. I do appreciate it.
Yes, fine. I was coming this way anyway today 'cause I have to get some new fucking dog food, don't I?
Okay.
What do you want?
Well, I just thought we should talk.
I've got nothing left to say to you, Lady Tottington. I don't cooperate with cheaters.
Cheaters? What on earth do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about, Lady Tottington. Don't you remember what happened at the gala?
I remember there being some formal introductions and a little bit of mingling amongst aristocrats. And then you stormed off and you didn't want to talk. You were acting rather jealous. And you were drinking an awful lot of cheap cider.
Nothing wrong with a bit of Frosty Jacks, Lady Tottington, but you wouldn't know that, would you posh toff?
The alcoholic beverage of choice is not the issue at hand here. Your jealousy issues, however, they are getting out of control.
I don't know what you're talking about, Lady Tottington. What have I got to be jealous about?
Well, it just seems that every time I speak of a French fellow or John Malkovich, you have a hissy fit.
Oh, here we go again with the fucking French fellows and John fucking Malkovich. Do you ever talk about anything interesting, Lady Tottington?
This is exactly what I'm talking about, Wallace. This behaviour right now, this childish jealousy. I'm not going to stand for it. Any more of this, and I might as well go and be with John Malkovich.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you should just go and fucking marry him then, Lady Tottington, if that's what you want. Man, not good enough for you.
Wallace, I'm trying to give you an opportunity here to fix things. However, you just keep throwing it back in my face. What was I supposed to do, Wallace? He was saying hello. He was greeting me.
Well, why did you let him lick your hand?
Lick my hand? No, he certainly did not. You had too much to drink, Wallace. You're not remembering properly.
But I saw him, Lady Tottington. He licked your hand. You said, enchanté, Mr. Malkovich. And then he went, and he licked it.
No, Wallace, no, he did not.
But I saw it.
I think I would have felt it, Wallace. You've just had too much to drink is all. Now, perhaps with a little bit of therapy, you could maybe work through some of your issues.
Therapy? Why do I need therapy?
You do have some jealousy and controlling behaviours, and you do make some questionable social choices. I mean, take Lester, for example.
Let me stop you right there, Lady Tottington. I've told you this before. I can't control Lester being around. He literally works everywhere.
Yes, but Wallace, he doesn't work at your house, and yet you so often have him round for poker nights and beer pong. I mean, he's so common.
He's just a hard-working lad, Lady Tottington. Something you wouldn't know anything about.
What on earth do you mean? It takes a lot of hard work to look this good, Wallace.
Sorry, Lady Tottington, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant that, you've never really done a hard graft, and Lester does about 100 a day.
Look, this is not about Lester. This is about you and your issues with jealousy. Now,
Hold on. Is that an ice cream van?
Perhaps. Wallace, perhaps it's an ice cream van.
That looks like an ice cream van.
Okay.
Do you think they do cones?
Do I think they do cones? Let me think, Wallace. It's an ice cream van. Perhaps they do.
Do you think they'll put a flake in it?
I don't know, Wallace. Why don't you go and ask them?
Would you be getting anything?
No, Wallace, I came here for a civilized adult conversation about therapy and to perhaps indulge in a little coffee. Now, if you want to go and fill yourself up with ice cream...
If they don't do cones, do you think I should get a tub?
Wallace, your dessert choice is of no interest to me, nor do I have any opinion on it.
It's just that I've not had an ice cream in a good long time. That definitely looks like an ice cream van to me. Do you think they'll have the raspberry sauce?
Arrange some therapy. Work on your issues. If you want this relationship to work, then you will go and get the help that you need. Wallace, look at me. Stop looking at the van.
Sorry.
Once you've gotten the help that you need, then you may call me. But until then, I cannot even bear to look at you.
Okay. I'm gonna go get myself a corn.
Goodbye, Wallace.
Bye. Oh, I'm excited about this. Oh, it's a donut van. It's not an ice cream van. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what I would like.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hello there. Oh, Lester, how you doing, lad?
Oh, Wallace, hello.
Hardly recognise you there. Is that no glasses?
No, I've had these ones since I was like 14.
All right, okay.
What are you doing in this neck of the woods?
Oh, I know it's not me usual spot, but I had to come down and get some dog food, and I had to speak to Lady Tottington about something. I can't quite remember. I saw this van, I thought it was ice cream, but it's donuts.
Yeah, we got donuts, we got coffee. That's it, really.
I was kind of hoping for some ice cream, but what donuts would you recommend?
We got chocolate, and we got strawberry. Yeah, that's it.
These are all just chocolate and strawberry.
Yeah,
Even that one.
probably, yeah.
What about that one?
Maybe, yeah.
What kind of chocolate?
Milk.
Oh, have you ever had one?
Not allowed.
Why not?
Boss said so.
Why?
I don't know, I never asked.
Do you never just look at them though and go, oh, I could really go a fucking donut?
No, not allowed to have thoughts like that in a job like this. I take it very seriously, I do.
You do.
I do.
You do, yeah.
I do. You want chocolate or strawberry?
I think that one's probably going to be a bit too sugary after watch me fillings, lad. That one's probably going to be a little bit too chocolatey after watch me, my fillings, lad.
You do.
I do.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Don't I?
You do. You can't have strawberry or chocolate because they're both too sugary for your fillings, so do you want me just to lick the icing off for you and have it plain?
I thought you weren't allowed to eat them.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to eat them, but I'm allowed to lick them. I do it all the time. Especially if I drop one on the floor and then I'm like, ah shit, that's all dirty, so I lick it and then I put it back so it's clean for the next customer.
Do you lick all of them?
No, not all of them. Not got enough time in the day to lick them all. There's loads of them. Just all the chocolate ones and most of the strawberry ones.
What ones have you not licked, Lesty?
Oh. Now you're asking the hard questions. Well, I definitely licked that one.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I licked that one.
Okay.
I don't know if I've licked this one. Let's see. Yeah, that one tastes pretty fresh.
Fuck off, Lester. I'm not fucking eating that, pal. You just licked it.
Look, you asked me to.
No, I didn't. I asked which ones you haven't licked.
Alright. Sorry, I got a bit confused.
I don't think I'm hungry anymore, pal. Can I just have a coffee?
Just help yourself.
I don't know how to use your machines.
I fill them up fresh every morning so they're ready to go.
Lester, it's 5 o'clock.
I know. I'm nearly finished.
Okay. Oh. That's fucking freezing, Lester.
Do you want me to put some ice in it and you can have an iced coffee?
No, knowing you'll have fucking licked all the ice cubes as well, you bastard.
No. Last time I did that, they stuck to my tongue. I learnt my lesson.
When was the last time?
Yesterday.
Do you know what, Lester, pal? I'm just gonna let you crack on. I've got to go get that dog food, as I say. So, best of luck in your, all your endeavours, lad. I'll see you down pub later on.
Yeah. Oh, you might actually see me in the dog food shop in a minute because I am starting my shift in there soon.
Alright, I'll walk you down.
Yeah?
Yeah? Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
Wallace!
What are you fucking doing here?
I work here.
As what, a fucking janitor?
No, I'm a therapist now.
Since when?
This morning.
Are you actually fucking qualified, Lesty?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Oh yeah, so you've got a certificate to prove it, do you?
I do. Well, I'm waiting for them to email me. It is a PDF. But I seen a screenshot of it on the website when I paid 15 quid for it, so I know it's legit.
Website? What fucking website gives you a qualification for 15 quid?
Becomeatherapistnow.com.
And that's legit, yeah?
Yeah.
How long did you study for?
45 minutes.
I don't know, Lester, lad. There's something a bit fishy about all this.
Oh, that's just the couches. They smell a little bit. Go take a seat. They don't smell that bad.
No, I mean that I don't know if it's really, appropriate for you to take my case.
What's wrong with me? Lester, you cheeky bastard. I'm just as good as any other online therapist, newly qualified or otherwise.
No, I didn't mean like that, lad. I meant because, you know me personal circumstances. There might be a conflict of interest. You might get your licence revoked.
I don't have any interest. I just want my fucking money. This is my job. Now go sit down. Therapy is in session. Now, Wallace.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to therapy before?
There was one time, it was more of it was kind of like couples therapy, but, for yourself and your pet. Me and Gromit, we had a little bit of a rough patch a couple of years ago. This bastard fucking chicken kept trying to fuck everything up for us. I really liked him at first, I thought, you know what, he's a cracking fucking lad, but he stole something from me and he tried to commit a heist, and Gromit was pissed off because he was trying to warn me and I didn't listen to him. So I did something like it before, but never, one-to-one therapy.
When you say chicken, is that a metaphor for feelings of some kind?
No, it was a fucking chicken, lad.
Oh, okay. To set some expectations for you, over the next few sessions, there might be times where you're doing all of the talking and I'm doing all of the listening. Where I'm doing most of the talking and you're doing most of the listening. Where none of us are doing the talking and none of us are doing the listening. But what's important is you get out what you put in. So if you don't talk, you get fuck all. Is that understood?
I actually have a question around that.
Yes.
When you say there might be times when none of us are doing the talking or the listening, does that mean that I'm going to be paying you money for us to just fucking, sit in silence?
It does, yeah.
And how is that beneficial to my recovery?
Well, as I said, you get out what you put in.
So,
first rule, we take it in turns to speak. My turn's not over, so hold that thought. What, Wallace? What do you get out? Your turn, go. What do you get out?
you get out what you put in.
What you put in, yeah. So, if you're not saying fuck all, you're going to get fuck all back. If you want your £25 an hour worth, you're going to have to do £25 worth of talking. What were you saying? On you go.
Hold on a fucking minute. I was told it was 25 quid a session, not 25 quid a fucking hour, Lester.
Right. Well, you should probably take that up with Gladys. She handles the bookings, not me. I just work here.
Don't you set the fucking hourly rate?
No. Becomeatherapistnow.com recommends £25 per hour so that we can pay for the full course in one session and still have leftover money. Covers me bus fare and me Greg's for lunch. So is that your turn done now? Can I talk again?
No, I just wanted to clarify. If I don't say anything, right, isn't it your job, to ask me questions? Aren't you supposed to delve into my psyche and all that?
I could. I don't know if I'm trained to delve into your... What was that word?
Me psyche.
Psyche?
Yeah, like my brain function and how I think and stuff.
Well, I'm not a doctor.
Well, a therapist is a kind of doctor, Leslie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm a doctor now. Fucking hell, that's a great job to add to the CV. Fuck it. 100 quid an hour now. Not for you. You'll get Wallace discount.
Oh, right. Thanks, lad. How much would I have to pay then if I decide to continue coming?
£25 an hour. And if you feel like tipping us, you can bring a yum-yum.
From Greg's?
Yeah. There is an Aldi down the road, though, if that's easier for you.
So what exactly is going to happen today, then?
You're in for a right treat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Gonna find out why you're here today. Now, I do sometimes have other resources, like little flashcards or little teddy dolls and stuff that I can bring out. It just depends what you need. So, Wallace, in a few words, why are you here today?
Well, Lester, it wasn't my idea to come here. Lady Tottington, she asked me to come here. She thinks I need some help controlling my emotions. She said that I'm too jealous. She thinks that seeing a therapist could possibly help with that.
Jealous?
Yeah,
You?
yeah,
Wallace?
yeah,
Jealous?
yeah,
No.
yeah,
She's wrong.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me get this straight. She cheats on you, says that you're jealous,
Yeah,
and makes you go to therapy.
yeah,
Am I getting that right, yeah?
yeah.
Right. Why the fuck is she not in therapy?
Well, you see, the thing is, it's to do with the whole cheating situation. She doesn't, in her mind, think that she actually cheated on me. She said she thinks I've gone a bit dollally. I saw what I fucking saw at that gala, Lester, and I told you all about it.
You did, yeah? I remember that.
So she thinks, right, that, locking eyes with John Malkovich isn't fucking cheating. I think that is cheating.
She basically undressed him with her eyes, from what I hear.
I know! Not to mention the fucking hand licking. She said, "Oh, Wallace, he didn't lick me hand. It was a fucking illusion. You were drinking Frosty Jacks all night. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, pal." I know a fucking hand licking when I see one, Lester. That is cheating.
Wallace,
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
What?
Have you ever heard of the term gaslighting?
No, I just use electricity.
No. I'm not talking about your hob or your oven or whatever. I'm talking about gaslighting, as in you burned.
No, she uses electricity as well, and she doesn't do anything to do with me electrics and me gas and stuff like that.
No, Wallace. It's a euphemism. It means that she's saying you're full of shite. And you're not full of shite. I know you, Wallace. You're not even a little bit full of shite.
I know, Lester. You're right. I'm not full of shite. She's gaslighting me.
She is, yeah.
What do I do about it?
The way I see it, lad, is you've got two options.
Right.
Now, stay with me here. You can either leave her,
Oh.
or stay with us now. Come and see me every week for the next 6 weeks. £25 an hour, and we'll work through your issues. Ball's in your court, Wallace. It's up to you, but that's your options.
Well, I mean, I have thought about leaving her, lad, but her dad's fucking minted. One day I could be a fucking millionaire just for fucking being associated with her. I'd like to work on it, first of all, and if she keeps fucking off with John Malkovich, then I'll reconsider. But right now, I'm interested in becoming Lord and Lady Tottington or Lord and Lady Wallace or whatever. I need fucking money.
Okay, Wallace. We're gonna do a quick activity, lad. It's called association.
Association?
Yes. I'm gonna say a word. You're gonna tell me the first thing that comes into your head.
Okay.
But you've got to be quick. No dilly-dallying. I speak, you speak. I speak, you speak. Got it?
Got it.
That was too slow, lad. I speak.
I speak.
Faster. I speak.
I speak.
There we go, lad. So, you ready?
Yep.
Gromit.
Cheese.
Lady Tottingsworth.
Bum.
Lester.
Bastard. Pal. Friend. Therapist. Jobsworth. Lousy. Specky. Sweaty.
Inventions.
Money.
Pub.
Pint.
Feathers McGraw.
Bastard.
Lady Tottingsworth.
Big bum.
Crackers.
Cheese.
Lighthouse.
Depression.
Lady Tottingsworth.
Lovely bum.
Doritos.
Cheese.
John Malkovich.
Bastard.
Lady Tottingsworth.
Cracking bum.
Lester.
Bastard. Friend.
Therapy.
Shite.
Okay, Wallace. I feel like I really got to know you there.
Good.
And I really got yeah. So, how was your childhood?
Oh, my childhood was, It was alright, normal stuff. I made my first invention when I was 8 years old. It was a modification of my mum's old iron. I had this lovely white shirt, you see, and, I had to wear it for school and social events with other children, say it's a birthday party, rented out a disco hall. You really took care of your white shirts back in those days,
I know.
But the iron, you see, it was never quite hot enough, and it would never really take out the creases. You'd iron it, and you'd iron it, and you'd iron it, and the creases would still be there on your lovely white shirt, you see. So what I did, right, was my dad had a kettle, you see. It was a spare kettle. I didn't use the one for the kitchen. My dad had a kettle in the shed. So what I did was, right, I took my screwdriver, I fucking rattled out the internals, I did a little bit of soldering, and I connected it onto the iron. So really, all you'd do is you'd slap the fucking button on it, it would heat the bastarding thing up from the actual iron internals, and then also there's another button on it now, from kettle. You'd slap that as well, and it would fucking heat it up, so it'd be like boiling hot. It did cause a house fire, and unfortunately my pet hamster died, but other than that, it was pretty successful for a first invention, and but other than that, yeah, childhood was cracking.
And how did your mum feel about that?
The hamster?
The iron?
She didn't give a fuck, lad, it was an iron.
Okay.
The hamster, though, now you're bringing back memories, well.
No, we don't need to talk about the hamster today.
Oh, don't you think it would be helpful?
No, we're talking about the iron and your mum's feelings about the iron. Do you think there was any issues with jealousy in the house? Maybe about the iron?
Jealousy around the iron? No, she didn't really give a fuck, lad. She didn't really iron stuff to begin with. We had to do it all ourselves. She was a bit of a lazy cow, to be honest with you.
Do you think that maybe your mum could have been jealous of the hamster and that's why it died?
Well, no, she didn't fucking kill the hamster, Lester. It died in the house fire.
The house fire that was caused by her iron?
Yes, after what I did to it.
During and after your modifications of the iron, was it always in your care, or was it ever around your mum?
Yeah, well, you're asking me to go back a good fucking couple of decades there. I don't know. Why?
I'm just trying to deduce whether she killed the hamster out of jealousy.
She didn't fucking kill the hamster, Lester. It died of smoke inhalation.
And that's what she told you, is it?
It's what the vet told us.
Your mum and this vet, were they close?
No, he was a vet.
The plot thickens.
Sorry, Lester, can I just ask, why do you keep asking about me mum?
It's well known within the world of therapy that most issues do come from the parents. So I'm thinking if you're jealous, it's going to have came from mum or dad. And from what I'm hearing, mum and that hamster, rocky history.
Mum loved little Barnaby. She would always be having him out, feeding him little bits of carrots and little bits of chocolate and little bits of fucking crisps. She loved that little bastard.
Are hamsters allowed chocolate and crisps, or could that possibly poison and kill them?
I'd have to Google it, lad.
In therapy, you often get assigned homework.
Homework?
You've got 2 pieces of homework to complete by next week. First piece of homework is to Google what gaslighting is. Second piece of homework is to Google what kills hamsters. And we will use both of those Googles as the basis for next week's session. Personally, I think we're making great progress here. I think you're doing a smashing job, Lester. And Wallace, you're doing great too.
Can I just ask, sorry, about the homework?
Yeah.
How are any of those Google searches relevant to me being jealous of French fellows?
The gaslighting. Lady Tottington is doing that, right?
Right.
And she's saying that you're jealous. So if you understand gaslighting, you'll understand how you're not jealous. As for the hamster, your mum obviously had jealousy issues. Tried to kill the hamster. And you'll see that on Google.
My mum didn't try to kill the fucking hamster, Lester. I don't know why you keep saying that. She loved him, little Barnaby.
She didn't try, lad. She succeeded. Now, I know that therapy can be very hard. You know, you're revisiting all these difficult topics and you're uncovering repressed memories. Now, I can understand how little Wallace is in there and he's thinking, my mum didn't kill the hamster. My mum wouldn't kill the hamster. But Wallace, she had jealousy issues. And now, apparently, you've got jealousy issues.
I don't think. Now, this is just my personal opinion, Lester.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I don't think you have the slightest fucking clue what you're on about, pal. You told me 2 minutes ago Lady Tottington is gaslighting me, whatever the fuck that means, because she thinks I'm jealous and you're saying I'm not jealous, but then you're trying to delve into me mum's fucking history, who was a fucking angel, by the way. Didn't do a fucking ironing, but she was still a fucking good woman, that woman. And you're saying she tried to kill the hamster. I've told you about 20 times that she's not fucking touched the hamster, and you're saying it's due to her jealousy, and that's why I might be fucking jealous. But 2 minutes ago you said I'm not jealous. I think you're talking absolute shite, pal.
Wallace, it's so great to hear you advocating for yourself like this. This was all a test because I need you to channel that energy back to Lady Tottingsworth. And she says you're jealous. You say, no, I'm not. You're gaslighting me, just like I did there. See? You see? I'm great at my job. Now, listen, you're gonna have to sit down, lad, and you're gonna have to figure out boundaries. Do you know what boundaries are?
Isn't that chocolate bar with coconut?
As bounties.
Is that not the kitchen roll?
I don't know. But you can't keep sitting here getting gaslighted. You've got to talk. Now, I do offer home visits should you need one later today. You might be sitting there thinking over the therapy session and thinking, I have more things to talk to Lester about. That's what you sound like in my head. Just phone Gladys. Or just phone me. I'm free anytime for you, Wallace. Apart from when I'm at one of my jobs, which I am due to go to now because the session it is over. Anything else I can help you with today?
I don't think so.
I do have a Yelp page. If you could leave me a little review. I'm trying to get more clients. I'm building a clientele.
Who have you got so far?
Yo,
Who else?
my Aunt Linda. She's just been through a divorce. Tell you all about it later.
Hold on, don't you have doctor-patient confidentiality?
No, she's a cow. And she plasters all of her business all over Facebook anyway, so everybody fucking knows. There's nothing confidential about her.
But you'll keep our conversation between us, right?
I will, yeah. Unless I need to reach out to the authorities in the event that you do cause harm to John Malkovich. But even then, I've got tight lips, it would take a lot to get it out of me. I could be persuaded.
You can be persuaded, don't you mean it's hard for you to be persuaded?
I mean, I could be persuaded to never tell anyone about things that happen, things that are discussed between us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go now, Lester, then if the session's over. I'll get those Google searches done, ready for next meeting, but thanks. I think this has maybe been somewhat helpful.
Yeah. Good job, pal. Proud of you for getting help. Not easy to admit when you've got a problem.
But you're saying I don't have a problem? Who's fucking gaslighting me, Lester? Is it fucking her or is it you?
It's still fucking her. It's not fucking me. Apart from when I did a minute ago, but I were only doing my job.
Okay.